Hi, Ren.
Good morning, Holly, or should I say almost evening
It's
where you
almost
are?
it's almost evening here. Yeah, morning for you though. So I'm gonna have my coffee on your behalf and pretend that it's okay to have coffee.
Thank you. I've been up early, so I've already had some coffee. This is now tea.
I was for some reason my brain went like, "This is now gin."
I did put a little lemonade in my tea. Does that count?
It counts.
Good.
So, tell everybody just a little bit about you, where you are, what you do, about your cats, because I've seen a cat walk past.
Uh-oh, it's out. I'm Ren, and I'm in Tucson, Arizona, where it is, 100 degrees outside, but luckily we have air condition everywhere. So you don't actually get to feel it very much. It's kind of nice. I do digital marketing. I started doing tech support through Microsoft.
Okay.
In Actually, I started in 1997, but I started doing support for Microsoft Front Page, which was a web design program back in '99. So during that time, I taught myself. I started actually doing a little bit of website work on the side for an artist here locally,
Mm-hmm.
and taught myself all about search engine optimization. And from there, through the career switches, I spent, the next 10 years doing web pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
And then around 2010, which is basically when MySpace collapsed and Facebook took off,
Yeah.
is when I actually started doing digital marketing for a web company, um, doing the Google. It was called Google Places back then, and
Mm-hmm.
since then it's called Google Local, and now Google My Business, and doing Google AdWords pay per click, which is now just called Google Ads. You can't just keep the same name for anything. Thank you, Facebook, at least for doing that, keeping that, the
Yeah.
same.
They didn't change it 10 times.
Yeah, at least it's got the same name.
Yeah.
So, learned a lot about social media and local SEO and paid ads when that, started to become larger back in 2010. And then I became the digital marketing manager at Canyon Ranch for 3 years, which is a health wellness resort brand.
Mm-hmm.
And did that, worked for a couple of other agencies, actually went back to do some more IT stuff, did some sales for a little while, just to do something different.
Yeah.
I don't really like sales. I'm not really the pressure person. I'm definitely the marketer. Although my profits were pretty good because being a marketer, you need to be an influencer.
Yeah.
So being able to explain your ideas and get them across and make them believable and viable is, very relevant. So there is a tie to sales,
Yeah.
but the high pressure quotas is definitely not for me. So,
Me
anywho, a little over a year ago, I quit the corporate world sort of and went freelance full time. So now I pick and choose my clients, and most of them actually so far I have had people come to me that I'd worked with in the past through agencies
either.
who, ended the relationships there and came to me and said, "Will you do my stuff? Will you manage my social? Will you,
Nice.
build some flyers?" And so I do, and I really enjoy it. And everybody so far has been referral. I've done some online classes as far as kind of ways to prompt to make sure you do, you pay attention to your own website, you pay attention to your own build. I didn't have a Facebook page for myself, like a business page.
Wow.
And so it was like part of this, 5-day challenge to
Yeah.
build the page. And it was like, oh, I actually have to do it. And now that I have it, I actually have to post on it.
Yeah.
So I think that's super important to get out there. And in doing so, and doing like these classes, you get to meet other people. So that leads me into, being involved here with the Love Yourself Project. So and working globally, which is
Yeah,
so awesome for me.
it's really, really cool.
Yeah.
Um, I so hear on the social media thing of not, I'm making a page and then having to actually post to it. That's where I'm like, you know, I'll do it for like 2 weeks. And then I just go like, I don't really want to spend my time on social media, but it's so necessary. And it's such a, I mean, I basically need a Ren in my life to just do
Right.
my marketing.
And rent is for hire. So
So if you need a Ren in your life, Ren is for hire. So I'm just wondering if you could maybe talk a bit about, um, so you started this whole career that you've just described. Like you didn't sort of finish school, do a whole degree, and work in that degree, right? You sort of learned things as you went, and you said you taught yourself SEO, and now you're a freelancer. I'm just wondering if you could maybe talk a bit about that change from being employed or working with agencies to going it on your own. And if you, maybe you didn't, but if you had to deal with any of those feelings of like, but do I really? Like, I just want
I
to be
can
myself. I don't know. A lot of people I know have that come up in those situations. So maybe you can talk a bit about that.
I can absolutely talk about that. I talk about that once a week with my therapist. And I think that's a very important thing. So there's a lot of fear. There's a huge ton of fear in self-confidence, first of all. Do I know everything? Well, what if I don't know every little thing that somebody wants? And okay, so then I can't advertise that I can do this because I'm not 100% perfect in every little aspect of that yet. Um, and the simple fact of the matter is, I have 10 years of experience in social media and way more than that in web alone. And you just can't know it all.
No.
Um, and so, I think the word expert is a loaded term. Um, we can specialize in certain areas, and even the areas we specialize in, we can't really know it all until it comes at you. So there is again, working through that with groups, with peers who do similar things, with the therapist, that getting over that mindset hurdle that you're not good enough to be able to do it on your own is one. It's a tough thing. You got to work on it. You have to say, and you have to hear, honestly, I have to hear, Celine will tell you, I have to hear a lot, how awesome I am, to believe it.
You're awesome.
Thank you. Constantly. I love it. Because it's a huge thing for confidence, and also, financially, it's super scary. Luckily, I have good credit and I know how to use a balance transfer. Um, and I won't say I haven't, used that to supplement the bills a little bit. And there is a definite fear that, if I don't maintain or build a little bit more of a client base, that I may have to go back to a 9 to 5 job or a part-time job, because I don't want to leave any of my clients behind. Right now with Corona, I've essentially lost 2 of my clients that are, effectively not doing business right now.
Right.
They're not gone. I mean, they're still mine, but they're effectively not bringing me any money. So
It's like
there is a hurt there.
things are
Yeah.
on us. So
But I have other clients that are, effective right now and that need services now. So there's a balance, and I can just be grateful that actually I am where I am,
yeah.
that I am not out of a job.
Yeah.
So, and speaking of not going into school and getting the degree, I am actually doing that now also.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I actually
it's like you've gone like the reverse. Like, I'll have the career, get really well established, and then I'll go to school.
Right. Right. And then I'll do that. So, when I was a kid, when I graduated high school, it was 1994. Like, there was no internet. There was, and I had a scholarship, but it was farther away than I could, afford to go at the time.
Yeah.
So right now the college is free online, and thanks to my mother's work, and it's a social media and digital marketing degree.
Perfect.
So not that I don't kind of already know what I'm, learning about, but it's still refreshing. It still, helps to ground the knowledge that you already know, or, bring a little light or insight to, some certain things.
Yeah.
Um,
Beginner's mindset sometimes I think is really nice to have again, just to sort of like step back and go like, okay, tell me as if I don't already know this. Maybe something new will come up.
yeah, so it's fun, and I'm learning. And actually, this weekend is finals for my first 8-week term. So
Mhm.
after this call, I'm going to, go do some homework after I do some more social media graphics for Love Yourself Project, upload some videos.
Nice. Fabulous.
Yeah.
um, and just to end, I'm just wondering if you, oh, I lost my train of thought. What was I going to say? Yes.
Hi.
Hi, I'm back. It's back. If you have any words of advice for people who are maybe that this whole coronavirus pandemic situation, I know some people this has hit them right when they were beginning that transition of like, and I'm going to be freelance, and then this happened. Can you think of any words of advice for people who were just taking those first steps and now are feeling really stuck because they're not able to keep that momentum going?
A lot of people right now are afraid to market because they're afraid to ask for money from businesses that they don't think can afford it.
Yeah, I include myself in that. So, yeah.
But you have to realize that what you're doing is, and again, it's a mindset thing. This is all a mindset thing. You
Mhm.
have to understand you're providing a service that people actually want and need. You know, if that's, again, if you're providing a service that people want and
Yeah,
need,
supposed to be
um, of,
doing.
of course. And hopefully you are. Otherwise, your business model sucks. Go back and revisit that. um,
Yes.
but absolutely, just you need to basically not push, not be pushy, but do market. Let people know you're available to help. This is what you can help with. Identify pain points. That's how marketing works.
Mhm.
Identify pain points and people will come to you. Offer good solutions. Offer free advice. That's the hook. And then snare it in with a little bit of upsell.
Yeah,
That's how it works.
it is how it works. And I think there's a lot of people are feeling really conflicted right now in terms of, including myself, should I try to get new clients right now? Should I try and earn any money right now? Who has money to pay me? You know, um,
And a lot of some things that you might do at a discount.
yeah,
I mean, don't put yourself in the poorhouse, but maybe offer a discount, maybe 20% less if you can if you can manage it.
yeah,
That way, you're offering a win-win.
yeah.
So,
And I think there's also a little bit of just building, kind of going on what you said before, of like confidence in your abilities, and also trusting yourself that if even if you haven't got it figured out right now, trust that you will be able to figure it out later, like even if it's not perfect in this moment.
so the thing with technology, the thing with learning, and I don't know with other lines of business,
Mm,
a lot of you can't just learn everything. You need an application
yeah,
to learn. So every time somebody says, I need this done, then you Google it, you figure out how to do it, and that's when you learn that particular thing.
yeah,
Um, you can take classes all day long, but if it's not applicable in real life, you're going to forget what you learned. Or it's, in the digital world, it's going to time out and it's going to be different anyways.
yeah, and like a week later.
Right.
Digital world.
So yeah, I think, yeah, again, expert is a loaded question. So just, yes, I'm really good at these things and I can try to figure out what I can do. And I may not know everything. And if I don't know it, I have some great friends,
Mm,
who do know things.
yeah.
And if a lot of us can't figure out, then we're in a real serious problem.
Yeah. So we'll leave it there. That's the end of my little
Great.
break. So if anyone would like someone to help with their social media and marketing, Ren is available.
I do have a website up. Selena's working on my new design, but I am at renswebs.com.
Perfect. And we'll link that somewhere around this video as well so that you can all find her and seek help.
I'll probably link it myself, so that'll be cool.
She'll link it herself, and it will be expertly linked, and you will see the proof that she knows what she's talking about. No, I mean, for real, like I so might hire you because I'm so guilty of making a page and then not doing anything with it. So
excellent. Well, I definitely do better on other people's pages than I do on my own. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Cobbler shoes.
Totally. Definitely, I'm not the only one. So yeah, good luck with everything. And I hope the rest of this whole pandemic situation just goes nice and smoothly for you and brings you more clients, because everyone needs digital marketing right now, that's for sure. So talk to you soon. Bye.
Awesome.